Hi, Jessica. Hi, Kim. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for coming. Come sit down.
Thank you. Okay, so today we're going to go over Lando's emotional regulation and his 5-point scale. So I have a few materials for you. This is going to be our agenda for today. So, as you know, in Jessica, we're working on his emotional regulation. So through our agenda today, we're going to go over a brief introduction of emotional regulation, what the 5-point scale is, how we're going to implement it for Lando, and then we're going to go over some samples and complete part of the scale with Lando so that you can continue to implement it at home. So, what do you know about emotional regulation?
Not much.
Okay, so emotional regulation is difficult for a lot of children with autism, as you might have realized with Lando. They have a hard time understanding where their emotions are and communicating that to their parents or other adults. So with the 5-point scale, it gives them a visual to be able to explain to people how they're feeling and what they need. So right now I'll show you our sample of the scale so you can get an idea of what we're looking at. So this is one that I've completed. So the child's going to get to pick each color of their scale. We represent it with either the smiley face, or we can have the child take pictures of themselves at each stage so that they're able to relate that. And then we talk with them about how they feel at every stage of the scale and what makes them feel that way. So, everything is going to be individualized. We also have the program for Lando. And so we're just going to go through the steps of the program. If you have any questions at any time, please let me know and I can clarify anything for you. So our first step of the program is that we're going to bring Lando to a table that doesn't have any distractions and let him know that we're going to start working on our scale. So then you can see in the chart, it tells you what step, what your directions are going to be to Lando, what he needs to complete, what kind of reinforcement we're going to give him, and then when we can move forward onto the next step.
Okay.
So throughout the process, we're going to give him social praise. So just telling him that he's doing a good job, that he's giving good answers, and that he's working really well.
He really likes when we clap.
Awesome. So yeah, if you want to clap after he gives you an answer, and then at the end we'll give him a tangible reinforcer. If during the process of the program he does get agitated, you can stop and come back to it later. It doesn't all need to be finished at the same time. We don't want him to escalate just because we're trying to give him a strategy.
Of course.
So you're going to talk to Lando about how he feels in different situations and his different moods. You're going to show him your sample scale here and explain what the different levels are and how maybe you feel in those levels so that he has something to relate that to. You are then going to ask him, you're going to use the blank scale that I'm going to give you and have him pick which colors he would like to represent his emotions. So it can be anything. 5 could be purple if you wanted it to be. It's whatever he's going to relate to best. After that, you're going to work through the steps. It doesn't have to go from 1 to 5, whatever he wants to, you don't have to fill them in that order, whatever works for him. So you could ask him, in level 5, what makes him angry? Ask him to give you an example, and then ask him how he feels when he's angry. So if he feels like he's going to explode or he's going to hit somebody, and then we can fill that in this area here so that you have a reference point. So you'll go through each level of the scale with him and have him explain how he feels and what puts him in those moods. So being in a number 1 might be when he's playing with his favorite toys or having his favorite snack, and 5 might be when he's doing his homework or he doesn't understand his homework and he's getting agitated. So you'll go through that with him. Once he's completed the whole scale, you'll talk to him about each level and how he can tell you what level he's in. So you could have this posted in a central area in your house, maybe on the fridge, and then when he's upset, he could go and show you he knows where his scale is and say, I'm at a 3, or just point to the 3 so that you know how he's feeling and how you can react to that. And then you'll just practice with them. So you could say, you know what, I'm really happy and I'm at a 1. So that means that I'm really enjoying myself, I'm totally in control of my emotions, and I'm having a great time. And then ask him, you know, if you're angry and you're feeling however he describes himself, where would you be on your scale? So that he can point, you know that he has an understanding of how to use his scale. Okay?
Yep.
Do you have any questions about that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to give you is the performance training checklist. So the checklist is just going to help you while you're going through and teaching him. So it's the step number, what your action is, and then whether or not it was completed as described. So if something doesn't work when you're explaining it to Lando, or for whatever reason, like you've skipped that step, you didn't need it or something, you just check it off, either yes, you did it, or no, you didn't. And when we meet again, we'll go over it and see if we need to adjust his program at all, or there's something that we can change to make it easier for you guys so that it's functional in the home. Okay? Mm-hmm. And I'll fill out one of these today while we go through it, just so we can have an idea of how you're doing and what we need to do in the future. So right now I'm going to go and go through the scale with you, and we'll do a sample, and then I'll have you try doing one of them with Lando.
Okay.
So which one would you like to choose to start with? What level?
Let's do 5.
Okay, perfect. So what do you feel at a level 5? What makes you angry?
Being late.
Okay, so we would write that something that makes you angry is being late. How do you feel when you're late?
Like I just want to scream at everyone.
Okay, so you're going to scream. What color do you think represents you being angry?
Red. Definitely red.
Red? Mm-hmm. All right. So that's kind of what you're going to do when you go through it with Lando. You would have him color in whatever color he picks out of the crayon box, and then you can write in, or he can write in how you would feel. Do you want to try that with Lando now?
Absolutely.
All right. Lando, would you like to come join us?
Yes, I would.
He's cute. He's so cute.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Did you see my Johnny?
Hi, Lando. How are you?
I'm pretty great.
That's awesome. Okay, you and your mom are going to try something for me right now, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
This is a distraction. We'll get rid of it.
Sorry about that. That's just my dog.
That's okay, Lando.
It's just my dog.
So if you want to take this, sit down, please. And use Here's a pad if you want to write down what he's telling you. Okay. Lando, what makes you angry? Like, really angry?
You know what makes me angry.
Can you tell Mommy?
Rules.
Rules. What kind of rules don't you like?
No playing video games. Rules.
And how does that make you feel?
Oh, like a volcano.
Wow, that's very descriptive.
Ow.
Good job. Thank you. And what color do you think, when you're angry, what color do you think?
Not yellow. It's not yellow.
Not yellow. Okay. So you could just ask him to
Yes,
take a crayon from the box.
Can I look in the Crayola box, please, Mother? Oops.
Uh-oh, that's okay.
Okay. Red. Red is angry. Red is angry.
Okay, color it in.
Color it in. Angry. 5. Red is angry. Let's get the edges here. This one too?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Red is angry. Volcano.
Do you like volcanoes?
No, because I'm angry.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Great job, Lando. Do you want to go back and play with your toys?
Not really. I'd like to continue being on film. Unless you want me to leave.
Okay, so that was great. You went through the steps of the program, asked him what made him angry, you had him pick a color, you reinforced him properly. That was awesome. So I think you're definitely on the right track with how to go through the program with him. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't think so. Not right now.
Okay, so I've provided you with the program and your checklist.
Yes.
So when you teach him, go through the rest of the program, complete your checklist, and we'll bring it up into our next meeting. So if you want to complete the program with him over the next week or so, I'll give you a call on Monday, and we'll set up an appointment to go over how the program's been going at home and if we need to make any changes.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for having me again today, and we'll see you next week.
Yes.
Just gonna go to the potty!